I just caught up on a Young Dolph trial that's currently going on. So the actual shooters and killers of Young Dolph, they already went to trial. They was found guilty.
Right.
Now the mastermind, Hernandez Govain, who's the connection between CMG and the killers. He's currently on trial.
Right,
now, during this trial.
So he the one who set it up and got it planned.
Finish him.
I'm scared, folks. See, I thought the whole case was already over. So I've been seeing little stuff in the headline, but I'm like, what the? I thought the case was all right. I thought they been found the niggas guilty. They in jail, prison, whatever.
We see not only is the prosecution pointing to CMG and Yo Gotti's big brother, Big Jook, being the one who paid for the hit, but you also see the defense is pointing a finger at Big Jook, CMG, and they even named Yo Gotti by name.
Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
FBI, open up!
Do I smell a Rico coming? I don't know.
Stop it. Get some help.
I smell a Rico coming, shorty. Oh, photo grade. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. They took a real nigga. You gonna need some thunky for this video. And when you got that thunky, make sure you roll it up in some grabber leaf. Y'all see that? Y'all can't even see it. Hold on. I gotta make sure y'all. There you go. King size hemp paper, baby. A gift from God himself. If you rolling up in anything, if you rolling up in any paper other than this right here, you're crazy. If you rolling up in any leaf other than this right here, this grabber leaf, whole leaf, you're crazy. Stop being crazy. Be sane. Get what you need, folks. I'm trying to help you. Put y'all on. This shit changed my life.
In the opening statement, the prosecution laid out that Young Dolph was murdered because of the ongoing feud with Yo Gotti. Right. They will even give the history of Young Dolph and CMG's beef.
Right.
Which would also play out later on in this trial when it was brought back by the defense. And they was asking, hold on, bro. If y'all know that Yo Gotti and Big Jook is behind Young Dolph's death, then how come my client, who's the quote-unquote middleman, why is he at trial and Yo Gotti and Big Jook not at trial?
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did?
Thornton made his own way in the music industry. And he created a label called PRE, Paper Route Empire. Hopkins will tell us about it. He'll tell us that Adolph Thornton made his way in the music industry and created opportunities for other artists. But when you create opportunities for others, some people don't seem to like that. So Hopkins will tell us about
now, my main thing is I never seen no reason for these niggas to be talking about how they real street niggas and all that. And you feel me? I never seen no real reason for y'all to try to kill this man. You get what I'm saying? Now, I could be wrong. Do your homework. Because I'm not from Memphis. I don't know what happened to who, when it happened, how it happened. I don't know nothing about that. So I could be wrong, folks. I want y'all to understand that. But I ain't hear about Young Dolph shooting at nobody. I ain't hear about Young Dolph getting nobody whacked. I ain't hear about Young Dolph robbing nobody, getting somebody chain took, getting somebody shot, mama crib shot up, none of that. All I ever heard Young Dolph really do to CMG was like diss him on songs and say how he had more money than them and shit like that. I ain't hear him snitch on. I ain't hear no reason for y'all to really go hunt this nigga down and kill him in a damn cookie shop, fool. You know? I ain't see no real reason for that. Other than you just mad because he was talking crazy. I ain't even hear him diss none of y'all dead homies for real. I might be wrong about that, but I don't know. I don't know how deep it get or what the real reason is. I don't know if they really got real beef and real shit going on. I don't know, folks, but I know they do now.
CMG also known as Cocaine Music Group.
That's a stupid ass name.
He'll
That's
tell
a
us about
federal
his
name.
history and the tension
got 'em.
between these two labels. He'll tell us that CMG wanted Thornton as their own, but when he decided to pave his own way, when he decided to be self-made, he became CMG's enemy. Hopkins
I
is
think
going
that's
to
what
set the
happened.
stage for how this story truly
me.
began. And after Hopkins, you'll hear from Cornelia Smith. And this is when it all will click. Smith is a co-defendant. He'll tell you that he met Govan in 2021. They met through Smith's friend, Bobby Carter. And Smith has a couple of nicknames for Govan. He calls him Big Bro or Quet. Govan started out by selling drugs to Smith, pills more specifically. But that's not the only thing that Govan did. Govan chose Smith. And Govan chose him to do a job. Govan also chose Justin Johnson, another co-defendant,
These
to
niggas
do
that
that same job.
killed Dolph.
A job that ended in the life and death of Adolph Thornton Jr. He chose two desperate people. Smith, needing money, needing to support his family.
Yeah.
Justin Johnson,
Needed
an
drugs.
aspiring and up-and-coming rap artist that wanted to be on CMG's label. The very label that Govan had access to and was affiliated with.
Now, I'm gonna say it like this, shorty. I find it hard to believe that Young Dolph just didn't know. I mean, not Young Dolph. Yo Gotti just didn't know nothing about this. You trying to tell me that Yo Gotti brother put together a whole hit and Yo Gotti ain't know nothing about it. Ain't nobody tell Yo Gotti shit. Ain't nobody nothing, for he ain't know nothing about it. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to think about that, folks. I ain't gonna lie. I find it hard to believe that he ain't know nothing. And if he did know something, why you ain't called off and put him on game? Hey boy, stay out of Memphis. I don't want to see nothing happen to you. Hey boy, nigga, I can't stop grown men, but hey, I don't listen to me. Like if he really didn't want Dolph dead, I think Yo Gotti and all them other niggas wanted Dolph dead. They didn't mind Dolph getting killed. You know what I'm saying? They didn't mind that. Some of them was probably happy about it. So, and that's bogus as hell, especially if Dolph really didn't ever do nothing to y'all, gang. Like,
Smith will also talk about a meeting at Govan's house. The people present at that meeting were Smith, Govan, Justin Johnson, and Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook. Now, Jook is the number 2 person at the CMG label. Smith will tell you that Govan said that there was a bounty on Adolph Thornton's life. In fact, there were multiple bounties on PRE artists.
that's crazy.
The interesting part about this is they kept saying CMG, CMG, CMG.
Yeah.
When Big Jook was the one they identified, because Big Jook was the president of CMG, Yo Gotti is the label owner.
Right.
But Big Jook was the one that they identified being present at the meeting with Hernandez Govan, Big Jook, and Cornelia Smith. And according to Cornelia Smith, Big Jook is the one who told him, yo, we got a bag on any and all PRE members.
Like, you a grown-ass man, the president of a multi-million-dollar record label. Why are you trying to get niggas killed? Like, what are you doing, bro? You 40-something, 50-something damn near years old, bald-headed with kids. You trying to get niggas whacked over some rat beef?
100K on Young Dolph. According to Cornelia Smith, Govan never really said too much during that meeting. But Govan was the one who would follow up, who would check up, right? Who would let them know, hey, man, yo, we got Dolph in town. Hey, your PRE coming in town. But if Big Jook was the one behind this,
So they
why
been,
wasn't
they
he
been
charged
trying.
2
They
years
been
afterwards?
looking for him.
Why did he have to die for y'all to go to court and say, yeah, he's the one responsible? And then why not just say Big Jook? Why say CMG? Why include Yo Gotti into this? Now, the prosecution, well, no, the defense, their opening statement to me was more telling. To me was more damaging for Yo Gotti and CMG, because the defense for the middleman, Hernandez Govain, I'm expecting for them to do an opening statement not including Yo Gotti at all, not including Big Jook at all. I expected the defense to essentially target the credibility of Cornelius Smith,
Right.
because Hernandez Govain so far hasn't snitched yet.
Okay.
He hasn't cooperated yet.
Niggas do be snitching through their lawyer though. You gotta understand that. You see what I'm saying?
Finish him.
You gotta understand niggas will snitch on you through their lawyer. Because if everybody that don't know, if you hire a lawyer, whatever you tell them about anything, you could have committed a murder. You could have told them exactly how you killed the person. They cannot prosecute you off of what you told this person, being your lawyer. They can't use that as evidence. You know what I'm saying? So, no matter what. So a lot of times niggas will snitch through their lawyer, and then their lawyer take that information and bring it to the case, bring it to court, and low-key snitch on his ass on behalf of your mouth, do your homework. So you might be like, yeah, Big Jook was there, yeah, he the one, him, I seen Yo Gotti, I did something with them, and whole CMG was with him. Ooh. Okay, the lawyer be like, okay, cool. Well, we gonna defend you. This how we gonna defend you, because the lawyer don't give no fuck about Yo Gotti. All the thing the lawyer give a fuck about is getting you off, or getting you the best deal, or getting you found not guilty. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing he tripping. He don't give no fuck about or nobody other than you right now. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's probably what did happen in this situation.
Now, according to Cornelius Smith, the snitch in this case, they apparently thought that Hernandez Govain was snitching from the get-go, which is why Cornelius Smith began to cooperate.
I need you to take your phones out and then walk you through how much everybody's worth. You already knew all that.
If you want to be honest with you, I can be honest with you. Because they were saying that Mr. Govan was like one straight or nothing like that, was like informing and stuff like that. And, you know, they were saying that he was police, so
okay.
Yeah, with all the phone.
Stop it. Get some help.
We gotta go outside, you know, when you talk around.
So let me back this up. You were told at the meeting that Mr. Govan could be police.
Nah, Bobby been told me that.
Bobby told you.
And then the streets talk, you know, people in the neighborhoods were saying that, you know, he had got him popped and he had got him sent to jail and he was setting them up and stuff like that.
So let's maybe go back to scratch. You just met this guy for a short period of time over the summer. Bobby's already told you he's a snitch, maybe works for the feds.
But you can't tell me about no bad like that. If he ain't did no wrong to me, he ain't did no police stuff to me, he ain't police me, so I don't just take you to the streets say that about anybody, you know what I'm saying? They probably saying it about me right now.
Your friend Bobby Carter told you that. Your friend.
An associate. Okay. I don't have friends, I have associates.
Your associate told you that this man that you just met is a federal snitch, you can't trust him, right?
Yeah, but people say they better than better, man. You know what I'm saying? So, no, you ain't did no police stuff to me. Like, I ain't got no bad to say about you. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You cool. You did.
So,
you know, streets talk like that all the time. Associates or whatever. Because he probably seen how me and him would get, and he ain't like that, so he covered the man. You know, he's police. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't listen to what people say.
All right, so let me just ask.
It's just like proving guilty and to prove innocent. You know what I'm saying?
Which also plays a hand into the defense, which they thought Hernandez Govain was the police. Right. They thought he was somebody who was cooperating. They was very suspicious of him from the very beginning. So, like, why would they give Hernandez Govain $100,000? Why would they play into his hand? Like, why would they make him the mastermind of everything? Right. So the prosecution points at Big Jook and Yo Gotti. Right. And says they were the mastermind. They had the $100,000. Govain was just an easy target for the defense attorney, well, for the prosecution, and he was just an easy target for these lazy detectives. Yeah. Right? The detectives didn't want to do the work and the job to go after Yo Gotti and Big Jook. Now, the crazy thing about this, if Hernandez Govain ain't snitching or not cooperating, then him going after CMG or Yo Gotti in his opening statement, to me, it's kind of like that's shocking to me. Because as far as I'm concerned, Cornelius Smith is the only rat. But if your lawyer is pointing fingers at other people during the opening statement, is that considered snitching as well? I don't know.
So the state just told you to your face that Mr. Govan picked out 2 desperate people. Cornelius Smith, if you are to believe him, says in his statement, I just happened to be going by Quet's house, Govan's house, to buy some ecstasy pills with my girlfriend. Jook happened to be there. He doesn't say Quet said a word. Jook says there's a hit on everybody, and I got you, and Jook says, take the phones outside while I talk to you. Assuming you believe any of that's true. And the reason I ask you if you think any of that's true is the police never went to question Jook, aka Anthony Mims, or Gotti, or any of the people with CMG. Never once even tried to do an interview. So this is as plain as day. Jook said do it. Quet didn't say anything. Quet lives in the poorest part of Memphis in Orange Mound, sells a few ecstasy pills to make a living, and hustles with some sports gambling. He's a nobody, and that's why I asked you about the peers. He's a throwaway that they can blame. Why did they not talk to Jook or anybody else with CMG? Ever. Now, Jook ended up getting killed in 2024, 2.5 years after the fact. Never arrested, never talked to, never interviewed, never pursued, never surveilled, nothing.
I think this the defense saying this. I think this the nigga who they trying to say is the mastermind that's on trial right now. I think this his defense saying like, so why y'all ain't arrest Jook? Why y'all ain't do all this? Why y'all ain't do all that? Why y'all got my client in here? When the whole time the person who you said mastermind this whole thing, y'all ain't arrest him. Y'all wait for him to get killed before y'all say this shit in court. I don't know who this is right here. He look angry though, don't he? Is this the nigga fighting for his life?
He also told you when you assess credibility, you need to look at how well you remember this thing. Cornelius Smith cannot even tell you when he was propositioned to go kill somebody. The shooting happened in November 17, 2021, and the best the police can say is that this meeting, where just randomly happened, as Cornelius himself has said, was sometime between August and September, 3 months prior to the shooting taking place. 3 months. He will tell you there's no plan. All he was told by Jook was there's a price on their heads. And that's kind of funny because when the cops, if they testify honestly, will tell you there have been multiple attempts on Mr. Dolph's life. Yeah. Twice in Charlotte by other folks and once in Los Angeles. Everybody in Memphis knew there was a price on their head because there was a war between PRE and CMG. They were shooting each other. Gotti's car was shot up here. Yeah. The song 100 Shots came up after one of these things. There's a rivalry going on and people have been shooting. The police went through this. They know this. They also pulled YouTube videos where people are openly threatening to kill Dolph. It's in their slideshow. You know what they call their investigation? Operation Cookie Monster. That's how tasteful this whole thing has gotten with these folks. I'm sorry, my arms are shaking because I'm so furious that we're here as far as the trial goes. So the other thing the government hasn't told you when we talk about first impressions is, for weeks prior to the November 17, 2021 shooting, nobody called Govan, talked to him, did anything, be it Justin Johnson or Cornelius Smith. What Cornelius will tell you, which the government didn't tell you, is that morning, it was Cornelius's daughter's birthday. But he gets a call from Justin Johnson and says, I got a car, let's go do something. They get in the car and they start driving around just looking for somebody to kill. They just happened to see Young Dolph's car going by. And they opened fire. And they killed him. And the interesting thing is, even though nobody communicated with Govan for weeks prior to this, they didn't talk to him that morning. He didn't help him get the car. He didn't help him escape. He didn't tell him what to do. He didn't tell him where to go. He didn't do anything. It was a spontaneous issue between two young men that morning.
I don't think that was spontaneous. Y'all seen how they did that shit? I don't think that was spontaneous, folks. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of niggas do, you know what I'm saying? A lot of crash outs do leave the house with ski masks and big ass guns and all that. And I ain't saying that that's not true, but I think it was more to it than that. Maybe it was spontaneous that somebody seen them and then they called somebody and then they went and got their shit together and got in the car and followed them or something like that. Kind of like the FBG Duck situation. I believe that more before I believe somebody just riding by, seeing Young Dolph car, watched him get out the car, swung around with a gloves, mask, and AKs, swung around, killed them and dipped. I don't know how true that one is. You know what I'm saying? Just on some I don't think it was.
They shot him, and you know why there's no plan? Because they just start calling random people after the shooting. They don't call COVID. They have to go someplace to get bandaged up as far as that goes. The people that help them never been charged as accessories to anything. They then get rid of whatever they need to get rid of. They left the car across the street from Govan's house on the middle of the street, in front of the street. And just because he's a nobody and doesn't have money like Gotti or Jook, his brother, who was never even questioned or charged, he's the phone guy in all this stuff. He didn't do anything. Even if you believe Cornelius, all he says is, I just happened to show up there, and he said, hey, it's a little seat. Jook took over and started doing all the talking. Do you think that man could pay somebody $100,000 and you'd say, yeah, he's good for it. I don't need any validation. He's good for it.
You could tell this is a paid lawyer because he kind of cooking. I'll be real.
He is cooking. I ain't gonna lie. He's cooking. Oh shit! He's cooking. I ain't gonna lie. He trying to go crazy with it. Shorty's getting that bag right now. He might not have 100. He got something. You see what I'm saying? So you got a little something to put in your pocket. Sock into your pocket like a rocket. You get? He got something, nigga. Shit, I don't know.
And it's like, you do have a point in terms of like reasonable doubt. You are creating reasonable doubt.
Right.
When he says Straight Drop and Cornelius ain't speak to Hernandez Govain for weeks.
Straight Drop and Cornelius is the niggas that actually shot and killed Young Dolph.
That after that meeting with Big Jook, it was kind of understood there was a bag on Young Dolph's head.
Right.
The lawyer saying, wait, pause. Like, they didn't need that meeting to know there was a bag on like Young Dolph's head.
Right. They've been
Young Dolph has had multiple attempts on his life. The bag been on Young Dolph's head.
Right.
And he would also say, yo, how is Hernandez Govain being charged with like being a reason why like Young Dolph is dead, or him telling him to go kill Young Dolph, when they ain't speak to Hernandez Govain for weeks prior to the murder. Right? The morning of the murder, when they hopped in the vehicle to go look for Young Dolph because they knew a lot of PRE was in town for a turkey giveaway. They ain't.
So they did hop in the car looking for him.
Call Hernandez Govain to get permission. No, they went ahead and killed Young Dolph. And afterwards, they didn't call Hernandez Govain. No, they went ahead and parked the car in the middle of the street in front of Hernandez Govain's house, which is, if I'm Govain, I'm kind of like, hold on, bro. Like, what y'all doing here, bro?
Yeah, that's a little suspicious. I ain't gonna lie, though. That make me think that that nigga Govain, he knows something. It's something about him we just don't know about, but we know something about him. It's something, goddamn it. Cause why somebody whack Young Dolph and pull up to your crib, bro? Why somebody whack Young Dolph and leave the car outside of your crib, bro? And then we learn that you low-key the one, it sounds like you the one that introduced CMG to the niggas that killed, bro. You feel me? That's what they charge. You the middleman. You the person that put, you know what I'm saying? So you might not have orchestrated the hit. You might not have, and I don't think, he probably gonna be found innocent from how it sounds, just to me personally. But I done seen crazier shit happen in the courtroom, so I don't know. Do your homework. But it's something, folks. It's something, gang. You either like it sound like they came to your crib to be like, hey boy, we got him. Hey, call that nigga Jook, man. See, you feel me? Call that nigga Jook, tell him we got him, bro. Woody woody woo. And then you like, what you mean you got what? Got who? Yeah, we just Young Dolph, boy. That's us right there. Yeah. I need you to call Jook so we can get that money. Remember he said woody woo. That's what I think he did, but I don't necessarily think he really did nothing like all the way wrong type shit.
Like, hold on, hold on. Yeah, like we ain't talk. Now Cornelius though. Now this is where it can go both ways, right? Because there's two things here. It could be accessory after the fact, or you could also be charged with first-degree murder for engaging in the plot.
True.
Because
conspiracy.
Cornelius would testify that Hernandez Govain met up with him after the fact and let him know that, hey,
the money coming.
He's about to go grab their $100,000.
Right. That's accessory, bro. And that's what I'm saying. I don't think he necessarily orchestrated the shit. But if you accessorize in a conspiracy to murder somebody when you could have went to the police, you see what I'm saying? Or you could have been like, nigga, I ain't calling him. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got his number. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Leave me the fuck alone. But when somebody call you and say like, okay, all right, bet, let them know I got the $100,000 for him, man. Woo. You putting yourself in the murder case regardless of how little or big your part was, shorty. Shit, he would have had to go ahead with me, fuck around with me. You better DM that nigga on the gram or something. Shit, write him a note.
But Cornelius only got $800 total for murdering Young Dolph. Hernandez Govain never came with the bag for him.
Yes, ma'am. December the 8th, 2021. I was going to give me some pills, going one way, and he was coming up another way.
I think that's the Cornelius
thing
that's
through the mirror, his windshield, and blew the horn. And I pulled over, he pulled over, and he got out the car. He was like, thank God. He was telling me that he been getting shot at and stuff. And he asked me, have I spoke to Mr. Justin Johnson? Because they had ran in Justin Johnson's house the night before or whatever. He showed me some things on his phone. And he was asking me, did I have a number he could get in touch with me on? He told me I need to get rid of my phone. I need to get rid of that phone, is all he was saying. And he was like, he was gonna go to Private that night and get my money. And he was gonna call me. He asked me for a number. And he was gonna call me.
Did he ever call?
Nah, the U.S. Marshal was on me the next day. I was in jail.
Damn. Hey! Every time your daddy trying to get some money, you want to bark at nothing. Shit. Hey! Let me tell you something. Shut that shit up, Nova. You bark again? We gonna wrestle, cuz. You hired? On the head. Do I sound like LA nigga?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you this. I don't think Hernandez Govain is going down alone, bro.
Nah, for sure.
How Hernandez Govain is setting up his arguments in court. Oh, he's just a little guy. He's just a poor guy. He's being framed. Yo Gotti and Big Jook, they got the bag. You think he can afford $100,000? Or you? It don't look like Hernandez Govain is going down alone, bro. It looks like Hernandez Govain. It looks like Hernandez Govain, man. If he gets found guilty here, man, shit. Gotti is over with, my boy.
Yeah.
If Hernandez Govain gets found guilty, man, bro, he turning. He working. He working. Because ain't no statute of limitation to murder.
No cap.
But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that Hernandez Govain will turn on Yo Gotti? Do y'all believe that
y'all, you think nobody snitched on that nigga yet? Man, y'all delusional, bro. If you think nobody snitched on that nigga yet, you are delusion. Oh, this man is in court telling the whole story. He told on Big Jook. He told on the other nigga. He told on everybody, shorty. You think he ain't told them nothing about Yo Gotti if they asked him in the back room? Man, you think ain't nobody else snitched on that nigga? Maybe Yo Gotti did a good job of staying far away from it. And I don't know how tight he was with his brother. And maybe Yo Gotti don't got nothing to do with it at all. But like I said, I find it hard to believe that you ain't at least know about it.
Gotcha, bitch.
You ain't at least, you knew something was up. You feel me? You knew something was up, shorty. And don't get me wrong, I ain't on no side, because I don't know neither one of them. If Young Dolph was getting niggas shot or his homies was getting niggas killed, whatever the case was, I think it's all goofy. Y'all probably worth $50 to $100 million just Gotti and Dolph each, probably. You feel me? Y'all probably both worth $100 million by y'all self. And you got artists up under y'all, Key Glock, Moneybag Yo, all this shit. If y'all would have made one, if Young Dolph featuring Yo Gotti or vice versa would have made one song together, or Moneybag Yo featuring Key Glock, that shit would have been the biggest shit in Memphis history. You feel me? But y'all niggas want to shoot at each other and kill each other over nothing, shorty. When y'all making hundreds of millions, that shit just don't make no sense to me at all, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Stop
we
it.
got him.
Get some help.
Get some help. On Fun and Great, you heard Michael J. Michael J. Jordan, he said, get some motherfucking help, homie. Y'all is tweaking out here.